So before we talk to them with their epic conversation and chat with the garden, we'd like to thank our sponsors.
TiresTires.com.
Yeah, TiresTires.com. And we'd also like to thank
Lily Loop.
Lily Loop, SaferGlow.com, and as well as
RDCmusic.ca.
That's right. And before we talk to the garden,
Let's read some books.
no, but
Let's do some art.
no, but
Magic with Ben.
no, but first.
Theme song.
Yes, I signed my soul on the dotted line. Yes, I signed my soul on the dotted line. All right, now we're back, and here we are. And I've been waiting for this conversation for about 25 years. You think it wasn't really 25 years, but the truth is, it is true. This gentleman was the second or third human being to ever talk to me on television, to talk to people, to promote live performance. And at the time I was doing live performance, I was doing performance comedy, using a guitar and singing songs. And I was doing quite well. I had a national television special, and this gentleman put me on his show. It was called Daytime. It was a Roger show. It was done quite professionally. I don't even know if Daytime's still on the air as a show. But he's moved on to bigger and better things. He's a host, as well as a performer, as well as, of course, a producer slash musician and rockin' dad. Please welcome to the show, Anthony Regan. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, man.
My next question is, what was your biggest gig?
Oh, the biggest gig we've done?
He's talking audience, not cash.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm trying to think of that. We do a lot of charity work. That's one of the reasons why I do enjoy being in the garden. We play obviously to make a few dollars and enjoy ourselves, but we also try and put an effort to help other people. And I think one of our biggest gigs would have to be in Sunnybrook Park. We've done it for 2 years, and we're going on this will be our third year this June. We do the Gutsy Walk, and there's a few thousand people out, including the people that are just wandering through the park, and they build us a stage and put up a giant PA system and lighting rigging and the whole 9 yards and set us up professionally. So we're very grateful and honored to be able to help people, and that's probably one of the bigger ones. We've played in front of a few thousand people inside and outside, but the outside one's even more fun because the sound just goes everywhere.
Okay, now the question that I asked everyone else in the group was, do you sing about radishes?
Rashes?
Radishes.
Oh, radishes. I haven't sung a song about radishes, but I'm always open to them.
Well, everyone else said yes.
But I'm always open to them.
My wife says they repeat on her. I kind of like them. I like their spiciness. I'm sort of a wasabi kind of guy. So I do like radishes, and we'll sing a song if we can.
Sure. The first person that we asked, he said yes, and then the other people also said yes, and I was hoping that you would say yes.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to change my answer. My favorite song by the Beatles is The Radish Song.
And what's the next charity gig?
The next charity gig, I believe, is going to be the upcoming Gutsy Walk, and that will be in June. The Gutsy people have walks all across Canada. So we do the one locally in Toronto at Sunnybrook Park, and that's at Eglinton and Leslie. There's a huge park area there, and they have a tremendous turnout. So we're looking forward to that once again. We just confirmed that we'll be back helping them this year.
Is there a contact for that charity?
I believe there would be. I would have to go and check.
No, we'll find it out for you, and we'll make sure it's on the website.
Thank you so much. That's easier. Oliver Twist.
Okay. What was the next? Oh yeah. Have you wrote or written or are writing a book?
Oh, I'd love to say yes. I started to write short stories. I really enjoy the art of a short story because you can get swept up into 20 or 30 pages, and you can go right inside a story and live there for a little while and really enjoy it and use your imagination. I started to write a few short stories. I don't know if I have the ability to write a whole book, not without somebody else's help, but I've always admired people who can do that.
Now on to the questions that aren't a part of books. Okay.
Okay.
What's your favorite Pokemon?
Oh, I'm going to have to go with Pikachu because I don't know anybody else.
What's your favorite thing to do?
My favorite thing to do? I certainly enjoy spending time with my family. I would have to say if I just had to go out there and say one thing, it would either be playing hockey or playing an instrument, like being a musician, like playing the guitar. I just really, really love it. I live to play an instrument.
What's your favorite thing to eat?
Oh, I would have to say maybe steak.
Okay, what's your favorite sport?
Hockey. By far, it has to be hockey. I explained this once to some people. I said, the reason I love that sport so much is no matter what other sport you play, if it's football, one person, the quarterback, gets the football, looks down the field, maybe gives it to one other person. They all fall down. One person has touched the ball, maybe a second person, or maybe a third if there's an interception. Hockey, everybody touches it. In football, you can only run as fast as your legs will take you. In hockey, nobody on earth can touch the speed of somebody on skates. Nobody running, no matter who they are, the fastest person in the world, couldn't catch somebody skating. And the speed of the game, the intensity of the game, the physicality and the strategy. It's, for me, the ideal sport.
Okay, what's your favorite video game?
Oh, Plants and Zombies Garden Warfare #2. We just got it. We got a PlayStation 4. My little guy, James, absolutely loves it. He's just opened up a few new characters, and we're still in the midst of getting to learn how to play it and enjoy ourselves. But yeah, by far right now, it's Garden Warfare #2.
Yeah, Plants and Zombies is a really good game.
Isn't it the best?
Yeah.
No, not, he has the original, not the violent one on the PS4.
I have it. No violent one.
Now, do you guys play it on the PS3, the Plants and Zombies Garden Warfare 1?
No.
Okay. You just play the one where you plant the plants and the zombies come across the field? The original one?
Yes.
I
Yeah,
thought
that's the
so.
one we play. Okay, now moving on to Kane with Canaan.com.
That's right, but that's Canaan.com. CALM. Let's do some art.
Okay, so what's your favorite color
Purple.
and why?
I'd have to say, because I've always liked blue, I like red. Purple, just because I've always been attracted to the color. As a young boy, I remember seeing a building on the Queen streetcar on the drive downtown, and it was a really neat psychedelic purple kind of color. And I thought, what a neat color. It's sort of I don't know. It sort of calms me. I just like the way it looks.
I think I know why you said red and blue, because red and blue makes purple.
That's what I was thinking as well too. Yeah.
Okay, so what's your favorite number?
My favorite number?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to go with a weird one here. My favorite number is number 13. I got to wear number 13 on my hockey sweater when I won a city championship, and I got to play. My coach was a well-known coach in Canadian hockey, in the Canadian Hockey League, the president, David Branch. He assigned me number 13, and I didn't want it because I thought it was bad luck. After we won a championship, it's my favorite number ever since.
What's your favorite letter?
My favorite letter?
Yes.
Am I allowed to say P?
Yep, it's the starting of your name, maybe.
Oh, okay. A for Anthony.
Dang. Okay. Why P?
Well, I was trying to be funny because we all have to go pee sometimes, and I was,
Oh!
because I thought it makes you feel good when you go.
What's your favorite artist?
Oh, good question. I will go with Matisse.
And why?
Use of color. I'm going back to my days when I was in art. I was just in an art class, not art school, but I used to really enjoy my art classes in school. And yeah, I suppose just because of the way the emotions, when I look at some of the paintings, the way they make me feel.
How could we book you?
No,
Contact you?
How could you contact me?
Yes.
I suppose I could. Should I give you my email, or what would be the best way to do this, Adam? I'm not sure.
I think what we're talking about is if anyone wants to book your band, or if someone wants to reach out to you and get as fans, and not us, because we're your buddies, we're friends, but those who actually are looking to employ you or looking to see what your next endeavors are, a website perhaps.
Okay, got you. Sorry, I wasn't sure what you meant. Okay, so
It's okay. A 7-year-old was trying to convey that.
Yes, and the 51-year-old doesn't know how to answer it.
Yeah, the 53-year-old is inspired. Let's move forward.
Now
That's
it's
it.
on to my dad.
Okay, I would say I would get in touch with our band through our website. It's thegardentoronto.com, all one word, www.thegardentoronto.com. Or you can find our band's Facebook page. We have almost 600 likes now. We're very fortunate, and we post videos of our performances on there. I always like to do that to show people exactly the way we sound as we're playing it. We could spend forever in a studio making everything sound perfect, but I like to show what we do live because that proves this is how we perform without a safety net. In other words, this is really us performing our music or other people's music as it's written. So that's why I like to put videos online.
Well, those are my kids. I have boys, and they're in the room, and they're listening, and here they are, 7 years old, 9 years old, and 11 years old. And you have children?
I have well, he's 9, but he will be 10. His name is James. Yes.
All right, James. Okay, so this whole show is for James to be introduced to Canadian performers, and let them know that children are interested. And this should be the second tab open up on your computer because we know you're doing other adult things. So this is the tab you can have open when the kids walk into the room. And introduce them to new Canadians. And so you're one of the Canadians I want to introduce because you are a full gamut. This season is making music, and we're talking about the music and the idea of music, but you're involved in other facets of the business.
I am.
You are. I know. You reached out to people if I wanted to help you live stream events.
I also I am a hockey broadcaster, a sports announcer. I'm a voiceover person. Actually, my weird title, and my son loves it, is somebody once called me a VOG on a paper for a big bank. They were having a big ceremony, and it said VOG, and I asked him, "Does that stand for voiceover guy?" And he said, "No, that stands for the voice of God."
Ah, nice.
That's what they call me. I just did a corporate affair for Rogers down at the Carlew Theater, and I was being live. They called me the voice of God for that as well. So my son kind of gets a kick out of it. I do the ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage. So I got to introduce George Strombolopoulos and a number of people using my voice, which is very fun because it's a neat way to make a living just talking.
Well, you're not just talking. See, that's actually, you're making it sound easier than it is. Just like when you're having casual conversations, speaking in front of 25 to 50 or 100,000 people when we were doing daytime television.
That's entirely true. And Adam, you gave me some advice back then that I have had in my back pocket ever since. You and I had a little conversation after our first on-air meeting. I remember our interviews with you very, very well. You were a terrific guest and a real true professional. And I remember you told me, I said, "Boy, these people are nice." And you said, "Of course they're nice to you. You're the host of a television show. Your job is to make them look good. They're never going to be open up to you the way they really would to an average person, like one of your crew members."
Right.
And I remember that. You might remember it as well.
What I don't remember is because anytime I go and be a part of myself, like you, when you go on stage, there's a little bit of a high going on.
Yes.
Right? And you are in the moment. I'm very present, but when you're present, your memory isn't kicking in. Why is it that I can remember all my failures, but all my successes seem to not be that? I can't just sit back and just rewatch the birth of my child.
Maybe because we're hardwired to be perfectionists, and the things that go well you dismiss and say that was an ordinary day, and the things that don't go well you'd love to go back perhaps and have a second crack at them. The professional that you are, I'm guessing that maybe that's why you dwell on them, because you think, "Oh, I'd love another chance to get that one right." That's the way I work. I don't approach anything I do with a sense of, "Boy, am I ever wonderful." I think to myself, I would just like to do the best I can do. And I like to live up to that standard in my mind. And if I don't, I think it irks me. I'd always like a second chance to do a good job. And I think that's commendable, I suppose. I
don't know about that. It sounds like we're killing ourselves. I mean, I watch friends perform, and it's really hard actually to watch friends perform because I'm waiting when it's my turn on stage. I'm not I don't. Someone said, have you ever seen a Bruce Springsteen concert? I said, I really don't go to concerts, because I'm always wondering, is he my opening act? Am I next? I don't know how to do it properly. I'm not a very good audience member. I find.
You know what? I'm the same way too. I said to my wife, I don't like to go where there's a lot of big crowds unless I'm forced to be one of the people on the stage. I'm a bit of an introvert. I'm an extroverted introvert, if that makes
No,
any
no,
sense.
that's exactly right, because you're into the moment on stage. A stage is a place, place to perform. And you've been doing that for how long on stage? Stage and TV are different. I met you on TV. I like to start there. So you did interview me more than once on a television show. Are you still the host of such show?
No, that ended after 11 seasons. But
11 seasons. Wow. Come on. Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot of live television. I had a guy from TSN. I won't mention his name, but
Please.
he came up and he's done a few things, and he thought it was, the pleasure must be yours to meet me, is what he was thinking, because he was eyeballing me with a big self-satisfied smile. And I thought, my friend, I've done probably 5 times the amount of live television you've done, and radio work as well. I was an anchor at 680 News right after James was born for about 2 years, and
Wow.
I didn't enjoy giving people bad news.
Right.
The news industry dwells on the negative, and I tend to, as much like you as a comedian, you can give a lot of truth out through humor, and it's a good way of getting people to learn things and laugh about them and accept things. Humor is very much more powerful than just hitting people over the head with bad news. So I didn't enjoy giving people a reason to be afraid. I would much rather give people a chance to be optimistic and feel good about themselves
And get up on the dance floor and dance.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's true.
No, that seems to be the motivating factor.
I think you're right about that too, and I think most people would like to be musicians at the end of the day, wouldn't you? Because everybody's a fan of music. No matter who you are, you have your favorite band or your favorite singer or your favorite song or whatever. Who wouldn't love to just play a tambourine and be a part of that and make a little bit of noise?
Yeah.
I've always said, comedian aside, if I was another animal or any kind of animal, I'd probably want to be a little bird in a tree singing somewhere, just adding my voice. That's how I feel when I'm playing my guitar in the backyard. I've had cardinals come and sit on the fence and sort of cock their head to one side and watch me play while I'm out back picking on the instrument there. And I thought, I wonder if they know what I'm doing or they even get it. It's just, but I've always thought music it's integral to our lives. It's part of who we are.
Was that good?
Yes, I signed my soul on the dotted line.